वालों को है मिलता, किस्मत वालों को है मिलता। पार करा दे मुक्ति दिला दे, पार करा दे मुक्ति दिला दे, पार करा दे मुक्ति दिला दे। माता चरणों में चाहूं तेरे आसरा, माता चरणों।
Mataji, dear brothers and sisters from the whole world, let's start the meditation by collectively, as one global family, do a heartfelt namaskar to the Devi from all the corners of the world. And through us, all the yogis of the world are doing namaskar to the Devi. Namaskar, Kundalini. Talk of the day.
To be able to keep the Sahasrara open has to be complete surrendering. What do you have to surrender? A drop has to dissolve into the ocean to become the ocean. And a drop cannot be greater than the ocean, can it be? So what is the surrendering? Surrendering of our conditionings, of our ego, and the artificial barriers we have built around us. It's not what you dress and what you eat and what you have. It's what you can give and give up. The tags of mundane life are to be cut off. We must understand. It's a progress of people like slaves tied up to chains. chains of desires, chains of complacentness, chains of lethargy, chains of ego, which is like a log. So, we have to understand ourselves. Surrender is the opening of Sahasrara. Keeping it completely open. So that the Nirvikalpa state is established within us. There should be a regular progress of improvement. Regular progress of the opening. Have you ever seen any lotus or any flower that blooms, and in between again does not bloom, then collapses, then blooms? Have you ever seen such a nonsensical phenomena in the nature? You come up, again you go down, again you come up, you go down. Only the balloon of ego and superego does that. And when you are identified with them, you too become very peculiar personalities. The lotus of your Sahasrara is open now. It must open more and more and more, and should not suddenly collapse, again open, again collapse. It's a very complicated phenomena. You can see in the West, and you can be very much surprised sometimes. To me, it's sometimes very shocking to see. Suddenly someone will come, oh, I'm very nervous about this thing, I'm very nervous about that. Another person will come and tell me, I want to leave Sahaja Yoga now. Another one come and tells me, oh, it's too much, I cannot go any further with it. So we must realize that there is something very peculiar within us, something absurd within us. That's why it happens. We go forward, backwards all the time. What is this pendulum? That cannot be Sahasrara. Sahasrara is not a pendulum. It is a lotus. So the pendulum is the chitta, is the attention. The attention that moves from left to right, right to left, goes on like that all the time. But the area of Sahasrara is the realm of God. When the Brahmarandra opens fully, then the heavens open within yourself. The Kundalini, which has risen up and given you realization, creates that subtle opening by which the divine starts pouring all its subtleties inside your brain. But if you are pressing it from both the sides with these balloons, sometimes opening, sometimes closing, sometimes opening. The divine recedes its attention, you must know that. The attention is receded back, and if it is done many a times, the divine doesn't bother. So it is you who has to achieve that state, and all of us can achieve that state of Nirvikalpa. In that, there is just progression. After Nirvikalpa, you cannot come down. If somebody is still going up and down, he should know he is still not up to the point, and he should face up to himself and tell himself or herself that no, I have to be into Nirvikalpa, where I do not come down. We've done all the choosing, the training, everything. And you all have to jump into the boat now. There's no more time left for us to dilly-dally. This is the place which should demarcate the end of our journey to left and right. Because my husband is like that, my wife is like that, because my child is like this. You are not going to be excused. Whom are you telling? Your own spirit? Tell your spirit. Does it understand? It takes away your vibrations. It takes away your joy. It takes away your position. Nirvichara is very easy to establish. But that also some people have not. What about Nirvikalpa? You have to take it up very seriously. The ideologies, the talking, the discussions and arguments do not lead you there. No, they do not. It's meditation. What is meditation is actually facing yourself and correcting yourself with the full understanding as to what you are. Everything in Sahaja Yoga cannot be explained. I cannot explain. I cannot, because you don't have those powers to understand. All the nature is so anxious to work it out. But you must learn to cooperate with your spirit. It's not a cooperation that is just by the way. It is to be the spirit, the becoming of the spirit fully. Is very important. Nothing should stop that. Because there are some who drag you down. There are some adamant people, and there are some still who are possessed. There are some who are murmuring souls. Just don't pay any attention to them. They'll be all lost. Doesn't matter. Now, at this time, in this place, we have to turn our face to all that was the past and ascend into the new realm of bliss and joy. I assure you that with your dedication, it will work out. But just think in your mind, what have we sacrificed so far? No sacrifice is sufficient. But have we sacrificed anything? So we have to mold ourselves to be fit into the new pattern, the new rhythms, the new music of divine flute. May God bless you all. The problem is everything comes so handy. If you all project your mind to this problem, you will realize what's the cause of it. The devotion you have for me is very gratifying. I am your mother, and I am also mother of the Ukraine people. But I am also the mother of Russia and the whole of Ukraine. I will be only satisfied when all the problems of this country and of Ukraine will be solved by you. You don't have to depend on your government for that. I have been telling you
Saksha Shree Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's start the meditation by collectively from all the corner of the world where we are. Just sit very comfortably, position ourselves in order for Mother Kundalini to flow freely within us. Be really comfortable in our being, in our body, in our environment. Completely relaxed and completely free in our being. Let's breathe in and feel the cool air, the oxygen, inflating our stomach. We breathe through the stomach, inflating the stomach, enjoying the flow of pure prana, pure energy of life in our being. And then we pause in order to absorb the good energy. And then we exhale all the toxicity, all the negativities, all the stress. Let's do that for 1 minute. But at the same time, while breathing in, pause, breathing out, pause from the stomach. Let's align ourselves collectively. The more we breathe in and breathe out, the bigger we become, the more collective we become. We become the Virat collectively as Russian dolls, combining one into the other, smallest to the biggest, from individual to Virat. Now, as the Virat, as the collective being, let's put all our attention on being one with the attention of the divine. Attention must be very high, very wide, very deep. We need to let our attention flow and be one with the attention of the divine. There is no effort to do, just desire from the heart and open our consciousness in Saswara higher, wider. Today will be a very important day because we will collectively work with our attention, with a stronger attention. Now that we are the Virat collectively, we are the enlightened body of the divine, of Allah himself, of Shri Krishna. Now that our attention is one with the attention of the Devi, very high beyond Sahasrara, let's put both our hands on the floor. And while doing it, we realize that each of us, we are the Virat. We are the great being, putting both the hand on the floor. There is no one else than us. There is only this one collective, glorious, beautiful, enlightened being in which millions and millions of universes are dwelling, in which the primordial chakras are completely open with the primordial deities within them, in which the primordial kundalini is flowing, free, complete, gloriously. And on top of this collective being, the huge Saswara, huge primordial Saswara, in which the Devi herself, majestic, with a beauty that has no words, and the glory and powers that have no limits. She is in the Saswara. And we, from our heart, develop that awe, that admiration of that beauty. And also the realization how great our mother is. With that understanding, let's put both hands on the floor. Shri Ganesh 4 times from the heart. Attention in Saswara on the Devi. Both hands on the floor, connecting with the Lord Ganesh at the center of Mother Earth. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Ganesh Atarva Shirsha while surrendering to Mother Earth.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
ॐ नमस्ते
गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि
त्वमेव केवलं
कर्तासि
त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि
त्वं साक्षात् आत्मासि नित्यम्
ऋतं वच्मि
सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवघातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोर्ध्वातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममया त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः
त्वं देहत्रयातीतः
त्वं कालत्रयातीतः
त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो गणादि पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादि तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तवमनुस्वरूपं गकारा पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वाराश्चान्त्यरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वाराश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादसन्धानम् संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः विस्तृतगायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रथं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजम् रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायते यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let's, as the collective, surrender to the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth all the obstacles within ourselves, individually, collectively, that are preventing us to be truly in Nirvikalpa state and also truly surrendered. Everything that is preventing us to be in that state of Nirvikalpa, to be egoless, to be super egoless, to have no mind, to have no reactions, to not act, to be completely surrendered. All the negativities, all the adharma within us collectively, individually, are completely surrendered to the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth. Both hands on Mother Earth, complete surrender. every heaviness within us is completely surrendered. We need to be and to feel lighter and lighter, more enlightened, more enlightened, because we are more and more surrendered to Mother Earth, which is our guru, our mother. Now, left hand on the lap, Shree Mahakali Bhairav, with the desire to surrender the collective ego, the collective superego, and the collective superego of yogis and all humanity, all the negativities polluting our left side collectively and at humanity level. Shri Mahakali Bhairava, from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Mahavira Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahavira Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender of left side to the Devi. Now, right hand on the lap, left hand over the shoulder. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanuman. We need to surrender the ego, the biggest obstacle to our ascent, collective ego of humanity, ego of all our leaders all over the world. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We need to be very collective. We are not yet completely collective in surrendering ego. Let's align ourselves more higher in Sahasrara and completely collectively surrender ego. Let's project our enlightened attention on surrendering completely ego. It's a work from the heart, not from the right side. Now, both hands on the lap. Both hands on the lap, Shree Adi Kundalini Mata, with a desire that the whole complete Kundalini is rising. We need now to jump into the true reality, not be so yogis, but complete yogis, and realize that we are the children of the Devi, and we deserve to be really enlightened souls, truly warriors of the Devi, warriors of love, of peace, of vibrations. Shri Adi Kundalini Mata, both hands on the lap, attention fully beyond Sahasrara on the goddess. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha, Shri Nirvichara Samadhi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Nirvikalpa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvikalpa Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvikalpa Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender in being in the state of Nirvikalpa. Again, we are not completely collectively in Nirvikalpa. Let's express the pure desire from our heart to be collectively, truly established in Nirvikalpa. Saswara is completely opened. We are beyond Saswara. We are in the light of the divine, which is brighter than millions and millions of suns in one. Let's surrender and surrender and surrender in that state of Saswara, beyond Saswara, and getting completely one with Nirvikalpa state. We become collectively Nirvikalpa. We become collectively pure vibrations. We have no physical body, no emotion, no mind, no ego, no superego. Just be one with the Devi in Nirvikalpa state. Let's surrender more and more, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times more than before, to become truly Nirvikalpa, truly in Nirvikalpa state, and also align ourselves with all the deities, all the saints that are totally in Nirvikalpa permanently. We need to become like them, one with them, one in their Sangha, in that level of Sangha, higher, wider, deeper. Now, another powerful collective exercise. Let's, with our attention, hold Mother feet on our Sahasrara, on our collective Sahasrara. Both feet. We can even feel the bangle that we are holding on her ankles. We are with both our hands, we are holding her ankles, her huge feet on our Sahasrara, on our collective Sahasrara. Huge feet, beautifully decored, designed with kumkum, with bangles, with all the jewelry. And we can feel both feet on our Sahasrara. And at the same time, we are also putting both feet in our heart, in our left heart. Our left heart is big as the whole creation. And both our feet, our huge feet, are also in our heart. Let's feel the vibrations. Let's feel the power of her feet. And let again surrender even more than before to both our feet in our Sahasrara and in our heart. in that state of Nirvikalpa, where both the feet of the Devi are in our Sahasrara and in our heart. Let collectively, as one being, pray from our collective heart. Dear Mother, dear Adishakti, dear Nirmala, our beloved Mother, please let your divine will be done on this planet Earth. Let your divine will be done on this planet Earth. Let your divine will be done on this planet Earth. Please save your creation, save your children, save us from destruction. Whatever is needed to be done, please do it. May the divine will be done on planet Earth. For 1 minute, let absorb the maximum vibrations of this Nirvikalpa state and establish it in all our cells so that even during the daytime, we stay in Nirvikalpa. Let absorb the maximum vibration and establish our consciousness even more in this Nirvikalpa state. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. When we surrender, we are truly in paradise. When we surrender, we are truly in Nirvikalpa. Before finishing the meditation, let's, for one last minute, intensify the bonds that we have as a global family. Let's open our heart and truly connect ourselves through our attention and our hearts so that our Sangha becomes stronger than ever, and nothing can destroy anyone in the Sangha. We are in the divine attention of the Devi. Sangam Charanam Gachami, Sangam Charanam Gachami, Sangam Charanam Gachami. For 30 seconds, let's surrender the remaining last element of worry, of fear, of whatever, or of challenges in our lives at any level, of sickness, anything that we want to surrender. Let's surrender it now for 30 seconds, just from our heart. We just surrender everything, put it out to the Devi so that we are free. We are a balloon full of vibrations now. No ego, no superego, pure light, pure vibrations. Jish Mataji. We will continue this meditation tomorrow. Let's just thank our mother and also express the desire that tomorrow we'll start the meditation at this level of depth, at this level of vibration, to go even deeper, wider, and stronger in the Nirvikalpa state. Collective Namaskar with a heart full of gratitude for the meditation today and Kundalini. Mataji. See you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.
निर्विचारिता दे दे माँ श्री निर्मला निर्विचारिता दे दे माँ श्री निर्मला निर्विचारिता दे दे माँ एककार अनुभूति के लिए एककार अनुभूति के लिए निर्विचारिता दे दे माँ एककार अनुभूति के लिए दे